Kirk Duckwall here with Mastermind the Market, your real estate stats update for the Twin Cities area. For buyers, patience is a virtue and will pay off. What do I mean by that? Well, we'll dive into that in just 1 second. But first, make sure you click on that subscribe button. We know that knowledge is power, and the more knowledge that you have about our Twin Cities real estate market, the more that you can leverage that to your advantage. So again, click on that subscribe button, and to that point, leveraging to your advantage, showings per week, per listing, down, median sale price range 200 to 400K, Minneapolis, St. Paul area, 9.8 down to an 8.74. This is probably due to more listings coming into the marketplace at a faster pace at this time of year. We can see the same thing happened last year at this time, but also a contributing factor, total number of showings starting to drop off. It may be that buyers are getting their homes and not as many buyers are out in the marketplace right now. That's a stat we'll want to keep an eye on. So it was at 4340 down to 3933. Now we can see this trend extend as well out into the suburbs. We're looking here at 2 to 250 all the way up to 4 to 450 range. What is that average showing pace? So we can see 11, 10, 5, 12, 4, 2, 11, 2, 3, 12. That's 2 weeks ago. If we then look at what happened last week outside of the 250 to 300, the other sectors started to drop off. So that may be providing some ease out there, and something to definitely keep an eye on. On that note, patience. I had a buyer over the weekend secure a property going after what I call those Monday houses, the ones that make it past the first weekend. This house was going into its second weekend and was just not getting offers on it. You know, the ones that maybe need a little work or had some bad photos online, so they just weren't getting the showing activity. And we were able to secure that property for $20,000 under asking price. Now, that's not the norm out there. However, if you do some deal hunting and you're patient, it will pay off, and especially as the market starts to ease. Some of those signs that we're seeing that could help with that: total number of new listings. If we look over last year, we can see that we're down by 21%. However, I think last year is one we just want to erase off the board. I know a lot of people feel that way, and especially when it comes to real estate stats, because so much was different last year. We had a huge influx of listings with people that had a fear that the market might tank that week of the 6th, so it jumped up to 1,800. However, when we look week over week, we're up by 13% here. It was 1,249 to 1,433. And then when we look back at 2019, we're tracking ahead there as well by 6%. And if pending sales holds at this, you know, it hasn't moved a whole lot, and so if it keeps either flat or slow movement, I'm expecting slow movement up, we should see that ease in the marketplace I keep talking about. We're starting to see that showings per listing, as we looked at a second ago, ease in certain sectors, and so it'll just take a little time. We know this is the norm because typically peak sale prices are in May or June, depending on which year you look at, if we just go back to 2019 or before. However, we know that those peak sale prices, those properties went under contract. The time they actually sold and went into that contingent status, pending status, was 30 to 60 days earlier. So that influx in listings is going to help with pricing. It's just going to take a little time. All right. Interest rates from our mortgage geek, Chad Preby, Bell Bank Mortgage. Volatility is higher out there. Fed is meeting again shortly, which has some concerns about possibly rising interest rates. Rates did rise week over week. They were at a 3.02 up to a 3.05. Keep in mind there is points with that rate. So we want to talk to your loan officer. But the recommendation right now is to lock if you're under contract. Hopefully you found this information valuable for buyers. Prediction: just take your time, be patient, Look for those deals if you want to be out there right now, but things will start to change, and hopefully over the next few weeks we'll start to see more of the data showing that for sellers, yeah, market meter still extremely hot sellers market. Check out the Star Tribune article from Sunday. I will say the house they used as an example, I actually showed that property. I think they said something like 177 showings and 50 some offers or something crazy like that. That is not the normal. Again, the average showings, we looked at that. You know, if you're in the suburbs, it's in that 10, 12 range per week. And in Minneapolis, St. Paul, down around 8. But it does kind of express some of that, you know, urgency in the market for buyers and why it's such a great seller's market. So check out that article. Take care, be safe, click on that subscribe button, and have a great week.